right? There we go. I don't know how to work computers. And we're back. We're on track. Thanks for sharing podcast. Mike Gill's here. I usually do that after this, but he's here. We are brought to you by Dan Rouse at Cherry Hill Mitsubishi, KO Pest Control, KCD Construction, Paste Roofing, Hoover Delivery Service, ERT Restoration, Doodah's Distros, J-Bo's Creations, Art History, Kelsey Kool-Aid Art, Four Seasons Landscaping, Sharky's Barbershop, Artie Realty, Bone Marrow Capital Adjustment, Santini's Grill, A-Plus Insurance, Tyson and Castor, Ivy Innovations, Ghost with the Most, Boutique, Crocus Landscaping, and Greek Tech. It's all of them, Gil.
It's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them.
How much did they donate to become your sponsors?
Whoa, man, we're getting real heavy into this.
I'm just curious. What if I want a sponsor?
Yeah, just, you can just ask. I'll do it. But a lot of people are like, I'll give you something for it. You don't have to, but they do, and I accept it.
Give you 2 free therapy sessions.
Thanks, dude. I don't want that. No. Yeah. And therapy by Gil. You know what I mean? Yeah, no. Did you work with Paul Santini?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I think he worked. Well, you don't. Yeah.
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 Where?
I think he worked at STR.
Might have been before me.
It might have been.
Yep.
Yeah. He makes meatball sandwiches.
It's a trade-off.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're delicious. And I don't like sauce that much.
Ooh.
So they make a buffalo meatball sandwich. It's buffalo sauce instead of red sauce with melted American on it.
Paul Santini's the best meatball sandwiches.
Yeah, well, it's a whole family. We won't single him out.
Okay.
Yeah, nah, we can give him the shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't eat meatballs because ground beef freaks me out.
Really?
Yeah.
No ground beef,
It
dude.
just seems super unnatural.
Really? You don't eat a burger ever?
No, I had a burger once.
Once?
Yeah.
And that was enough for you?
Yeah, like it was okay.
Okay. Tacos you don't do?
Nope.
Wow.
I don't do any ground beef.
Wow. Are you a picky? I'm notorious picky eater.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mine's not as bad as I think. I just don't eat vegetables. And I think people are just like, you don't eat anything. And I'm like, I eat pretty much everything that's not that.
What is it about vegetables?
I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause
I have a mental block in there, dude. You're the therapist. I just got a mental block in there where I'm just like, I'll never eat them.
Yeah. You don't need to.
Yeah. Fruits I'm not against. I would be open to try fruits. I just don't eat them either. I eat apples.
I'm open to fruits.
Yeah, I'm
will
open
eat a
to fruit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind like a nice melon. You know what I mean? I wouldn't crave it.
Yeah.
I like a Granny Smith apple though.
I'm not going to diagnose you, but look
Yeah.
up ARFID.
I'm not doing that.
Probably-
I don't need to stay up more. You know what I mean? The dog had a bump on his stomach, and it's probably just like a hot spot. I forget what they're called, and it's from their diet. And I was like, this dog is pregnant, and he's a boy, and
Yeah.
also has a tumor.
Yeah,
And now I
pregnancy.
stay up all night, and I'm like, is the dog okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
Yeah, it is terrifying. You want to diagnose the dog and ask him what his problem is? He needs therapy, that dog.
Yeah, the dog needs the therapy.
He's clingy.
Yeah,
He's clingy.
yeah.
He does this thing where at night I'll lay on the couch, and if I'm not touching him, he just scratches at the door, and he doesn't want to go out.
Right. So why is he that way?
Why is he that way?
Yeah.
You usually get into dog psychology.
No, I'm interested in Joe White's psychology.
Nah, I'm not interested.
How
in
did this
that
dog
either.
come to be that way?
Probably something I did. Probably because I loved him too much.
It is.
If he asked me.
Yeah, it probably got you through some hard times. It was your only friend, and then you moved on. You got other friends, and you disregarded the dog. I get it, Joe. It's fine.
Pretty much, man. That's pretty much it, dude. Are you familiar with Munchausen by proxy? Is that up your alley?
No, it's not. But
Nah. You know what it is, though?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. It's my mom's favorite disease, in case you were wondering. Do you have a favorite disease?
Nope.
No. That's hers, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Is that a weird concept to have a favorite disease? I think it is.
I feel like everyone might have like a favorite medical illness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like groats.
Yeah, like the irritable bowels is my favorite,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
'cause it's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, exactly. IBS.
Yeah.
You suffer from IBS, dude?
No, I don't suffer from anything except not wanting to live.
Whoa, dude, that was deep, dude. You should want to live, dude. Does it bother you when people are just like, just cheer up?
That's the worst thing anyone could ever say to another human being.
It is, but it's also the truth.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it statistically.
Yeah, it's kind of like, just probably just start running it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fix all your problems.
Yeah, a good mutual. Can I say he's a mutual friend? Am I allowed to do that?
I can't say anything.
All right.
Yeah. But
Well, a mutual friend of ours. He was like, "You leaving the house?" I was like, "Never again." So and he's like, "You need to run that depression out." I'm like, "No." This was right after tonight. I was like, "I'm not doing that."
yeah. What I've started doing in my personal life is just telling everyone to drink water when they talk to me about their problems.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Water cures a lot, dude.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, my relationship's in shambles. My family's falling apart. I can't get off the drugs. And I'm like, but how much water did you drink today?
Yeah, true.
Because I'm pretty sure if you drank more water, none of those
You
things
drink
would
a
be-
lot of water? You a water guy?
No.
No, okay. So
Nope.
you're giving false advice. Whoa!
Yeah.
It's going down. He's pissed off.
Yeah.
Do you hear that high pitched, or is it just me?
It sounds regular pitched.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's
Do you?
real. That is
That's real.
real. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes you ever just hear things and you're like, is this it? Have I eventually
Yeah.
lost it?
I mean, I don't have audio hallucinations, but
Yeah, I think I do.
yeah, it probably
Yeah,
makes life
definitely.
interesting.
You know what I mean? I get what is that? What could it be? Someone doing yard work, do you think?
I have no idea.
I know. The most interesting podcast. They're like, they can't hear it.
Yeah.
Probably. And they're
Yeah,
like,
no, not at all. Like, yeah,
They're
it's
like,
weird.
are
Yeah.
these guys tripping balls?
It's fine because like you can be sober and just eat mushrooms all the time now. Apparently,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Dude,
cool.
I know a couple people who did it. One of my boys did acid right before his 7 years, and then spoke for his 7 years. And I was like, "Why are you doing this?" And he was like, "They asked me." I was like, "You don't think you should tell anyone?"
You don't think this is weird? Yeah,
And he was like, "Nah,
yeah,
he don't go to AA anymore."
yeah. I mean,
Who does?
Yeah,
though,
that's
dude?
it,
Who
you know,
does?
yeah.
Yeah, I go like once a week sometimes. I
Yeah.
drag myself to it.
well, they need you there because you're funny.
They don't need me.
Yeah, too many people there, not funny.
Yeah, what
Super
in AA
serious.
in general or a specific? Are you specificing as specific?
Nah, just in general.
Yeah.
super serious.
Yeah, I always get fascinated that like everyone has to be having the worst day ever in AA.
All the time.
Yeah, and I'm just like, the whole goal is to have good days. You're allowed to have those,
Yeah.
and they're just like, it always ends with happy to be here. You know what I mean? They're like, my girl's cheating on me. I lost my job. I'm 5 weeks back in the recovery house payment, and I have
for another day.
yeah, and I have Hep C, but I'm grateful to be here, guys. And I'm like, you need to get some Harbonis in your life.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
absolutely,
you need
yeah.
to get that cured. It's curable now.
But you know what? I'm just glad to be here. I'm like, well, I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, well, you drink more water.
yeah. What you mean by glad and what I mean when I say glad, they apparently don't mean the same thing. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just, just be happy more and just cheer up.
Yeah.
Cheer up. So we need to talk about how you're just shredded and jacked. That's what I say whenever someone's like Mike Gill, and I'm like, he's jacked.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, and I'm like, tell him he's jacked. Tell him I said it.
Makes me blush because I have like body dysmorphia.
Do you?
So I assume that I still look like a scrawny, strung out 17-year-old.
Yeah, you're jacked, and this is the fascinating thing. I've only seen you eat pizza, and just recently 2 donuts before this.
Yeah. I eat pizza every day.
Yeah, and here's my problem with the whole thing. It's no problem against you, but when the quarantine happened and everyone was like, I should do something, I was like, I'll do some push-ups and crunches every day. Nothing crazy. We know I'm not an athlete or into fitness. Yeah, true, I am an athlete. Just how you looked at me, I know what you were getting at. But I was talking to my boy Butler, who like works out like crazy. He
Yeah.
just started doing Muay Thai.
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, Ninja Warrior. Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't think I need to change my diet to get rid of my gut. And he's like, yeah, you do. And then the proof has come into my life. You know what I mean?
Ooh, see,
After getting to know you more, I'm like, I've only seen Gil eat pizza, but you're also Muay Thai-ing all the time.
right. There's a catch here, and I'm not a, personal trainer or a nutritionist.
Yeah, you could be though. Do you think you could be? Not a nutritionist, maybe a personal trainer.
I thought about it. At
Yeah.
one point, I bought the books.
Yeah.
You just have to like study books and take a test to get like some simple one. I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah. no,
I
that's
read
it.
like 10 pages. It was real dumb, and I was like, no thanks.
Yeah. Are you a weight guy when you go? I assume it comes. I'm sure it's in there.
Yeah, it's a
But like I know, like Butler's like doing like the crazy, like fucking where you like fucking rip your asshole open lifting weights.
Yeah, heavy.
Yeah, a couple of my boys are doing that.
That's cool.
But he's been doing Muay Thai lately. Too.
Yeah, you
And
need
I was
to,
like,
'cause-
do you do with Gill? He Muay Thais.
Yeah, where does he train?
I don't know.
This bothers
Yeah, I don't know. Not Witherspoon, dude.
me. No, definitely not.
You're the king of Witherspoon.
Yeah.
They had a comedy show there, and I don't know why you didn't speak up.
It was a.
Did you know of the show
I
before?
do.
Yeah. No, I know you know of it because you commented. They wrote the flyer in your.
I saw it and I was like, oh, comedy show's happening.
Yeah, no one ran it by you. Like, you know anyone who would, you know?
I asked you why you weren't on it.
I don't know why I'm never on it.
It was a recovery comedy.
Yeah, that's you know
even
what?
more
That's
fucked
it.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's my wheelhouse. If I had a wheelhouse,
Yeah.
which I realize I don't do that much stuff about recovery. I just do more. I guess I do enough, but. Have you ever seen me do stand up? You're saying it like, you know.
No, I mean,
I've
seen the clips
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
internet, okay?
Yeah, I have clips, dude. They're about my dog being gay and about me being gay. Like, am I gay? Everyone's like, yeah, you might be gay.
But the trick to eating pizza and staying shredded is you just have to be shredded to begin with.
True. Are
Yeah,
you ready
see?
for this, dude?
Yes.
Yes.
What's up, Joe? Are you guys in the middle of the podcast?
Yep.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, dude.
What's up, guys?
Are you guys at Cold Blooded Kingdom, new sponsor of the podcast?
Yeah, we're at Cold Blooded Kingdom at 2840 Pine Road, Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania.
Fantastic. We'll cash that check later. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about how he's unnaturally shredded, and I've only ever seen him eat pizza.
That's all he eats. I can vouch for that, too.
Yeah, and we're also talking about how Johnny Butler was like, you'll never lose your gut if you don't change your diet. And I'm just like, well, Gil just eats pizza, and he just Muay Thais and fucking kicks things.
Been wrong forever.
Yeah.
He is also a real life anime character, so
That is also true. Yeah, but
if I was a woman, I'd have a poster of Gil above my bed.
yeah.
I have a poster of me above my bed.
Yeah, I also have a poster
Above
above.
you as well.
Yeah. Do you need an extra? I have an extra poster of Gil.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
Yes.
Why do you put names off it? Does anyone have a poster of me?
No.
What? The connection's bad right now. We're going through a tunnel, man.
Talk about that thing you didn't really want to talk about?
Yeah.
Like I might bring it up.
Abs-
Bring it up right now?
Nah, I'm good. But listen, I'll give you a call in 40 minutes.
All right, buddy.
Okay,
All right.
what's this thing? Hold on.
All right, later, bye.
I want to know things.
He just says things to say things.
He does say things.
Yeah.
He say things, but sometimes he
If there
doesn't.
was something, I would be like, no, and I would be more embarrassed about it. But I, just, you know, but that is just Mark being Mark.
Yeah,
As you've spent time with him.
it's true.
Yeah, true.
So have you started working out yet?
No, I did during the thing, and then I stopped. Like when we were like super locked down, and then I stopped.
How long a span did this working out occur?
Not long, dude.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I
that's
don't
where you went
care
wrong.
enough. I don't care enough because I'm not like big.
You're not.
Yeah,
Because all bodies are beautiful, right? Even big ones.
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
All of it's I'm beautiful just the way God made me, dude.
I mean, I don't know about that part, but you are beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So you just eat pizza every day?
Yeah, it's.
I could do it.
Super expensive.
Yeah, probably.
This is
Do
the
you ever
problem.
do like are you the make at home pizzas like you just throw in the oven? Do you like good Elios? No. No.
If it is make it home, it's Tombstone.
Okay.
It's the only pizzas.
I like Elios.
You're
I
ridiculous.
must say.
Nobody likes Elio's.
No, listen, this is what you do. You get extra shredded cheese and you throw it on there. And it's great.
I mean, it's literally as if you just put pieces of bread in the oven and just threw shredded cheese on them.
Yeah, who doesn't like bread?
I mean, I do love
Yeah,
bread.
it's one of the
Yeah.
key pieces of pizza.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about pizza?
Not really.
Are you just a plain guy? Do you ever venture out on the pizza world? Maybe a little pepperoni?
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't do
sometime-
ground beef, so that's the thing.
Yeah, no ground beef. No weird pizzas.
Mm-mm. I'm a big fan of white pizza with cheesesteak on it.
Nope.
No?
I can't eat things that have like too many different things going on.
There's literally less going on. It's the same amount going on as a regular pizza.
But it's a cheesesteak pizza.
Yeah, but you're getting rid of the sauce and you're just replacing it with steak.
So you've just made a flat cheesesteak.
Yep.
Why wouldn't I just order a cheesesteak?
Because the pizza's bigger.
Is it? Does it contain more steak?
Yeah, it's a whole pizza of it.
Hmm.
A cheesesteak's just a sandwich this big, and a pizza is...
No, I have qualms with cheesesteak pizza.
Yeah. Do you have qualms with cheesesteaks?
No, I didn't eat one until I was like 24.
Wow, man.
I know it's not ground beef, but it still weirded me out.
So you don't like cow, is what it is.
No, I do. I eat steak.
You eat steak.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, this is fascinating. And this is coming from a guy who has issues with food.
Yeah, I got lots of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But trick my way around it, right? Because like I'll eat chicken, and you can buy chicken anywhere.
Yeah. If
So-
anything, chicken would creep me out more just because it takes one bad experience with chicken to be like, life's over. Yeah, I'm never touching that again.
Yeah.
Because at work, so this is the thing, dude. At work, when people get boneless wings, if you ever got boneless wings anywhere, you see there's a big one usually, and that's not the one you ever want to eat.
That's not the one.
No, because they don't cook through all the way. It's not anything to do with anything. It's bigger, and it just won't cook through all the way because everything's on a fryer that's on a timer. So you're like, hey, 9 out of 10 of these are fucking well done.
Yeah.
And this one's just like, hey, there's a huge chicken vein in the middle of this.
So you're giving me the inside scoop on when
That's
I go
anywhere.
out.
Yeah, boneless wing.
Good to know.
Save the, it depends on how it is. Like I know, what is it, Wings to Go? Their boneless wings are more like strips. So I think you're good all around with that.
I don't know anything about wings to go. I don't fucks with boneless wings.
Yeah, I like a regular wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's a chicken tender, right?
Yeah.
That's what a boneless wing
Well,
is.
nugget. I would think it's more of a nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
What's the difference
Yeah.
between a nugget and a tender, dude?
Right.
All right. So, seafood?
No, I don't live in the sea, so I
Yeah,
don't eat
true.
seafood. I don't eat dog food because I'm not a dog.
Wow.
It doesn't seem like
My dog doesn't like dog food. So,
that's how my brain works.
makes sense to me, dude. You say it's not logical. It's pretty logical. Dude.
Yeah.
So what's up? You still Muay Thai hard, dude? You do Muay Thai?
When
You
I
are
can.
Muay Thai.
Yeah. I mean,
Would
I
you
love
say you define the sport?
it. You know, I basically brought it here from Thailand.
Yeah, nice, dude. Is Sagat your favorite character in Street Fighter?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
It has to. Is
You know,
where
Sagat was based on a real person.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was he based on you? Are you
not
the
me,
reason?
You know, yeah.
Yeah. You don't game either, do you? But you do anime. Or you do game.
I
You
kinda
just don't
game.
like Nintendo because you're around me and Mark and you just seem to have disdain for it.
I play MMORPGs.
Okay.
Just nerd way too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Final Fantasy a MMO or is that a junior RPG?
Uh,
I don't know the difference between. I watch a lot of video game streamers and there's like way too many types of RPGs.
I don't know the difference either.
Yeah.
I think I heard Mark one time refer to something as like a JRPG, and I was like,
Yeah, I
don't-
think like Dragon Quest is a JRPG, but to me it
Don't
just
know what that
seems
means.
like a regular RPG.
yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, describe a game that you're playing, and then are you like is Skyrim what you're talking about? Like stuff like Skyrim?
Sort of, but there's like Elder Scrolls Online, which
Okay.
is like Skyrim, but you play with a bunch of whoever the fuck else is like.
Okay, that makes sense to me then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can only play games that have crazy replay value.
What do you mean?
Like as you know, I don't know if you ever noticed, but I play a lot of Smash,
You do?
and that's because you can't beat it.
Yeah.
It's just constant replay value. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, a game you can never win.
Like I've had many games with like a story, like a Mario game, and I like once I'm done it, I'm like, I don't, what am I gonna do with this now?
Yeah.
They're fun, but then when it's done, it's like when you binge watch a TV show for like 14 seasons and you just like refuse to watch anything after it.
So, games with a story, fun the first time through, but then like, why go back through it?
Exactly.
Games where you can't possibly win. There's no concept of winning.
Exactly.
Love 'em.
Yeah.
Which one would you say more closely parallels your life?
True. Probably the one I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that one. You know what I mean?
Take your pick here. Is it the one with
Wow,
the story
dude,
that you would never want to play again, or is it the
Wow.
one that you just can't win?
Does it feel like a burden that you psychoanalyze everything?
It makes my life miserable.
Yeah, I can
It really
imagine,
does.
dude. I live life so dumb. I just stroll through life and listen, you probably will hate this mindset. I just go through life like everything will just work out okay.
It will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything works out fine. 'Cause
Yeah.
At the end of the day, 3 generations from now, no one even knows you existed.
Yeah.
Like your great grandparents, do you know who they were?
No, you're
know
putting a real depressing spin on this, dude.
Yeah, you know
I
what they
get
were
it.
into?
Nah,
How'd they grow up?
I don't
Where'd they
know.
grow up?
True.
That's gonna be you in 3 generations.
That's what's up,
Who
dude.
the fuck was Joe White?
I'm leaving my stamp. This podcast will live on forever. YouTube will never die. You know what I mean? There'll be a fucking bust of me in Applebee's. Every Applebee's.
I would
be
buy
like,
a bust of you.
they'll be like, he gave his life for the company, which
Yeah.
will happen. I see myself dying in Applebee's somehow.
Yeah,
You
I
know
don't
what
know
I mean?
about 4 Applebee's, but like in Applebee's, maybe.
Yeah, in for, if it happens in, I'm just going to tell people to say I did it for Applebee's.
Yeah.
And people will be like, wow, man, he was dedicated to the
Yeah.
craft.
Joe White, wasn't he the guy who hung himself in Applebee's?
Yeah.
Hung himself for Applebee's.
Yeah, for Applebee's.
Yeah.
The fact that the boneless wings weren't cooking through all the way, he just couldn't take it, so he took one for the team. Like
Yeah.
I said, no more.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. How much do you think it would take to get a bust of yourself made?
I guess it depends what you want it made out of.
I guess, dude. Whatever they use in the NFL Hall of Fame, the bronze.
Bronze.
Yeah.
A bronze bust?
I should get a bust of myself and just go to Ohio where the Hall of Fame is and just put it in there. Yeah.
Yes.
Some people are like, who's this guy?
You'd be like a cooler Banksy.
And I'll be like, he changed the game.
Yeah. Everyone would talk about how you're a street artist now.
I don't get Banksy.
Yeah.
I don't get art, I don't think. I try to get not into art, but like I try to respect it, but it's just like, you know. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Finish that sentence. Go ahead. You tried to respect it, but
No, like I try, I think I want to be more into it than I actually am.
No, I'm into it in passing.
Exactly.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. That's as deep as I go. But
Yeah.
there's people who are just like, I see what they did here.
Yeah. Well, you got these, right? Takes an insane amount of skill and talent to do this stuff.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Then Banksy fucking staples a banana to a wall and people are like $7 million.
Oh my god. Right?
Yeah.
With the John that like destroyed itself.
Yeah, both these arts are worth more than $7 million. They're actually going to the Football Hall of Fame in Canton.
Yeah.
Next to my bust.
Next to my bust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you play football?
No.
Oh,
Love it though.
yeah.
Not an athlete.
You keep saying this.
I invented Muay Thai, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from Thailand. I don't know if you knew that.
You look like you're from Thailand.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Ballstones breaking up?
Whatever.
So you're not a big ska guy, so you're a poser by wearing a streetlight hat?
I like ska.
Okay.
Like the Bosstones. There's old bands. Again, it kind of all comes back to this.
Yeah, true. I saw
Not-
people devastated. They're like, I can't believe the run's over.
Why?
Yeah.
It's like when celebrities die and I've seen people literally cry. When Michael Jackson died, I remember a particular woman. I was pushing carts at Walmart and I was all mangled,
Yeah.
like in life. And this woman comes into the break room, tears streaming down her face. And she's like 50, 60, right?
Yeah.
Michael just died.
Yeah. Well, that is
We
the king.
need to have the day off from work.
Well,
I was like,
is-
what? Yeah.
I want, dude, whatever would get me a day off, dude. I don't know who would have to die to do that. You know what I mean?
Applebee's.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I've had family members die, and I'm like, listen, I can. They're like, well, can you come in late? And I'm like, all right.
Yeah. I literally went to my grandmom's funeral, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to my grandmom's funeral. I want to be there for my mom. At one point, one of my bosses was like, oh, yeah, you can just take a half day that day.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, wow,
Yeah, feel free to take a half day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
appreciate that.
No, I'm pretty sure I could get off if I had to go to a funeral. I have taken off because I go to so many funerals.
No, you go?
Huh?
I don't go to funerals.
Sometimes. Lately, not every single one. You know what I mean?
Wait, why
It's
go?
too much. I don't know.
If you died right now,
You're not going?
why not? Why would I go? You're not even going to know whether I went or not.
Yeah, I will, man.
You're not even there.
I'm going to be a ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to haunt you. That's my.
So if you become a ghost, right?
Yes.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist, man.
What if you die when you're like 85 and you're old as hell and decrepit and bedridden? Are you like an old decrepit bedridden ghost, or are you like 30-year-old Joe White ghost?
Yeah, man. I'm going to just hover over my lawn and I'm going to be like, why are these kids on here?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, who gets to come back as the ghost?
Yeah, I'm going to haunt the lawn.
Yeah.
Well, if you get your choice, would you want to come back as a ghost of any age?
No, I don't want to come back.
Okay.
It's that video game, right? Like, play through the story. It's like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna ever play it again. though.
Everything comes back to the game.
Yeah, it does.
The game is life. Life is a game.
That's what they
The
say.
board game.
Yeah.
Life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Nice. I'm jonesing for video games now. See, I need a new game. I've been driving myself nuts. I'm like, I need a new game, and I just go back to Smash because it's old reliable.
I never got into Smash.
Yeah.
Because I suck at it, though. That's it.
You could get better, though.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, true.
I'm not into that.
I'm going to tell you this next time you're like, I think you should go to the gym with us. I'm just going to be like, it takes a lot of time. And I'm not into that. And then you'll be like, whoa, you used my own advice against me.
That happens to me everywhere in my life.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
But you should go to the gym.
Nah, it takes too much time, man.
Come with me today.
You're going today?
Yeah.
Do you go every day?
I try to, but no.
No.
I have a kid.
Yeah, true.
It's in the way. Of
Is
like,
that
a
your
lot of
goal?
fun
Is
shit.
that where you're going after here?
Where?
The gym? Or are you doing it later?
I'll probably go after you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll go see what Mark's up to.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. I forgot to tell you that before you even got here. I was like, oh, we got to call them. And they called us.
Yeah.
So I was on the
Fantastic.
phone with him. And he's like, me and Corey are at the shop. Everyone's been to the shop but you. And I'm like, okay.
Let's go to the shop after this.
We can go to the shop.
Yes.
Bunch of walls.
Yeah.
I assume. I don't know. Have you been there?
Yeah.
What's it looking like?
It's like a bunch of walls.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor's office.
Can you explain what their business is? I have people on this podcast, and I don't even know if they care. But I'm like, it's like a zoo, and but if you say it's a mark, he's like, it's not a zoo. I'm like, then
How
it's,
does it, right?
and then I'm like, then it's a pet store, and he's like, it's not a pet store. Then I'm like, I don't know what you're doing.
It's a hybrid, right?
Yeah,
It's like the werewolf vampire thing.
yeah, it is a store zoo.
It's not a zoo.
Could you imagine going to a regular zoo and be like, I want this fucking rhinoceros, give it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be amazing.
that would be cool.
If you could buy any animal from the zoo, what do you buy?
I don't know. A lot of animals creep me out.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, except for like dogs. I like
You
dogs.
have a literal portrait of your dog, right?
Yeah,
next
I
to
like
you.
dogs.
Same facial expression.
What, me and the dog
Yeah.
have the same facial
I
expression?
literally feel like
Yeah,
I'm just looking at two of you right now.
Yeah, that is what I look like most of the time. Just like, look how regal he is. He's a handsome dog. What would I get? I'm not getting a monkey. They're terrifying.
Too much like you. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you got to put a diaper on them. If you got to put a diaper on an animal, I'm out. That's why I will never own another female dog.
Don't have a kid.
Different.
When are you gonna have a kid?
I don't know.
Why not?
Maybe never.
You
Who
should probably
knows?
just have them.
Yeah, you're right.
Now's the time.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
young, you're hip, you're cool.
Yeah.
You'll be the cool dad.
Will I?
No.
How old do you think I am? I'm old, dude.
You're like 30.
33.
Yeah, this is young buck.
Yeah, whatever. How old are you?
34.
Wow. Oh, so superior.
Listen here, Jim.
When's your birthday? Did you just turn 34?
Yeah,
Okay.
last month.
Okay.
It's fine.
So we're the same age, pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're doing. You 88 or 87?
88.
Me too.
Only
So-
by birth, not by belief, though.
Yeah, true. Dude, funny you say that. Most people don't know about that. So, like, when I got my thumbs tattooed, you only have, like, an option for two things.
Yeah.
Because you only got two of them.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get, I thought for a second, I was like, I'm going to get my birth year. But without the 19, it's kind of tough to get away with that one.
It's just,
Then people are like, oh, why? Because most people don't. Because most people don't care about, like, punk rock and fucking political punk rock things. And why should they? I don't care.
yeah, most people.
You know, I
just,
mean, other people are like, you can't do that. You can't wear the color green on March 2nd.
Yeah. Well, most people don't ask
Yeah.
questions when their friends seem like Nazis, too.
Yeah, true.
They're never
true,
like,
true.
man, that guy
Yeah.
kind of a racist.
Yeah, that guy-
Like, oh, I like that guy. He's funny. It's like, well,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
I wanted to get 88 on my thumbs, and I didn't.
yeah, that's a good call.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You get it, dude.
It's uncomfortable because like all my emails and stuff, like when it's like add numbers, I add 88 to the end, and then I periodically will give it to someone. They'll be like, huh?
Yeah, they're like, I always knew there was something up with you.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
had-
no, it's just the year I was born.
Yeah, they're like, you had maroon shoelaces on the other day. I knew it. Yeah.
Laces.
Laces. What is it? Yellow?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It changes. I feel like everyone just made that up
Yeah.
at one point.
I'm kind of annoyed that it got like mainstream media, like when Trump was talking about the Proud Boys,
Oh my
because I was doing a joke about Proud Boys on stage.
Yeah.
But it was such like a small, it's like knowing that 88 is super racist.
Yeah.
But it was like such a small demographic that people would be like, what's a Proud Boy? But now it's like big. I can start doing the joke again.
It's big, but,
But
there's
the
people
whole
who
joke-
don't think they're racist.
Based around Fred Perry being gay, which I don't do much research into jokes, but everyone told me Fred Perry was gay. And I found out he's not gay.
Yeah.
I even talked to someone the other day and they were like, yeah, he's gay though. And I'm like, he's not. I actually did research. They're like, that don't mean nothing.
I did research.
Yeah, I'm
What does
like,
that
but
mean?
I looked it up. I don't know. I think he was like married 3 times, and which I know does not mean nothing, and has like 5 kids or something.
All kinds of questions now.
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Fast walking.
Yeah, but I thought the whole concept was, I was like, don't you think it's weird they wear a gay tennis player's shirt, but they hate everyone?
Yeah. How'd that joke land?
Well, it was good because then because it was that point, then the fact that they call themselves boys, which I find weird.
That is weird.
And then I would go, Third Reich, you're out. And then people are like, that's clever. Because it's baseball and Nazis. And everyone loves America's pastime.
Yeah, both of those things, I guess, right?
Because people love hating Nazis and people love baseball.
Yeah.
So it was a joke for everyone, really, honestly. If anything, I was speaking for the people.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
but
enough people love hating Nazis.
it was a lot of setup just to say Third Reich, you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything else was just to make that so that
Yeah.
it doesn't blow up in your
But
face.
it all crumbled because Fred Perry's not gay, so.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is.
I have no idea. I didn't even know Fred Perry was an actual person.
Yeah, he's a tennis player.
I just assumed it was the name of the clothing brand.
Well, you would not assume that someone made the clothing brand whose name was like. Do you not think Ralph Lauren is a person?
I have no idea.
He is. Yeah, he's the guy who invented Ralph Lauren.
Again,
Lauren or Lauren? I feel like if
Lauren.
I want to say Lauren too. I hate myself for saying Lauren,
Yeah.
but I feel like that's the proper way.
Like caramel, like one of those. That's how we're doing now.
Caramel.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that's a New York. That's a New York thing where they say caramel, chocolate. Yeah,
I don't know.
chocolate.
Not fond of New York.
Yeah,
Not my place.
instant anxiety every time I go there.
I went twice. Once was for the Super Bowl of hardcore.
Okay,
It was just weird. Like as I walked
was
through
it
that
literally
video-
called the Super Bowl of Hardcore?
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Wow, dude, who was on that, dude? Did two bands go against each other
yes.
for ultimate glory?
Yes, they did.
That's
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
dude.
It's a 10-yard fight and line of scrimmage now.
Nah, those
Yeah.
are all my favorites,
Yeah.
dude. All my favorite bands. Was Lifeless there?
No, I think
They weren't at the Super Bowl of Hardcore.
no, they weren't invited.
Wow. For being too hardcore, would you say?
No, I don't think Lifeless was a thing then. I think
Yeah.
the closest thing to Lifeless at that point in time was When These Days End.
Yeah.
They were the best band ever out of New Jersey hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than Lifeless?
It was way better. Than
Which is my
Lifeless.
favorite band.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
know
if you knew
Lifeless.
this. Yeah, I don't know if you knew this. I know all their songs.
Yeah. Yeah, New York City's a terrible place.
Yeah, I get instant anxiety every time, and it's like the bad relationship concept every time. Like it will be different this time.
It's never different.
Yeah, it's never
always the
different.
same.
Which is terrible for me getting into stand up because you ultimately got to go there or LA. Yeah,
It's a rough choice.
so I'm happy that I'm here because like that's just a train ride, and I can just do what I got to, and then come back to the land of freedom.
Yeah. So you go there to do comedy things?
I haven't done comedy there yet,
So it hasn't even
but I'm
happened.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, things got derailed. I don't know if you were aware of this pandemic where they're like, we're shutting the whole world down.
What pandemic?
Yeah, true.
Nah.
Now you're asking the real what pandemic,
Oh,
dude?
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting deep into
I
it.
can't.
You can't do
The most
it.
entertaining thing about this is watching longtime friendships rip themselves apart over like pandemic and vaccination stuff.
Yeah, you know why it is, dude? Because people want to care too much.
I don't know why people want to care. Again, we went over this, right? 3 generations from now,
Yeah.
nobody's going to know who anyone was.
Yeah,
It's not that deep.
yeah, I don't. It was too much. It was a catastrophe, if you would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
yeah. It was just a whole bomb of care dropped on everyone, and all of a sudden, people cared about politics, and I was like, who really cares though?
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't. I was like, it's not really affecting your day to day.
Yeah.
Whoever the president is.
Well,
Hate to
that-
break it to you.
It
There's
affects a lot of
things-
people's day to days,
Yeah,
right? So that's the idea of like privilege is like I'm a cis het white guy. So
Yeah.
most of what they're going to do is not going to negatively impact my day to day, but policy will impact a lot of other people's day to day.
yeah. But that all comes from yet again caring.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Yeah. Well,
Because people are like, well, things are this way now, and I care about it.
yeah, it is.
And I'm like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
That's the way. This is the way.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah.
I don't care.
I've just given up,
Yeah.
especially with COVID. I just go everywhere without a mask, and I just don't care because no one cares.
Same.
Yeah,
I got it. Right.
And
I got the vid. It
Yeah.
was terrible. I had the Flurona before Flurona was like a thing.
I recall, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know if I ever had it because I never got any tests, but I'm one of those guys who I'm like, I probably had it at one point. Like, I've been sick since this thing has happened. And by the time I realized I'm sick, like, the last time I was sick, it was kind of around when you and Mark had it. Maybe like a week before it or something, or a week after or something. I haven't seen either of you, but I was just sick for like 3 days, and by the third day I realized I was sick, and then I was like, well, the quarantine's 5 days. I'm just done now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
CDC
already
says,
over.
right? CDC says you can do whatever you want now.
Yeah, and if I did have it, I'd rather have that over the stomach bug, because I got that this year, and it's the worst. Have you ever had a stomach bug?
I mean, yes.
Yeah, where you just water comes out of your
Yeah.
your bee hole, dude,
Yeah.
just nonstop.
We also have to figure I eat pizza every day. So,
True.
you know,
I'm kind of craving some pizza right
yeah,
now.
always down for
Or
pizza.
tacos. I had tacos last night.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're still up there.
So let's circle back to this pandemic thing.
What, pizza?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm curious
pizza
about your
pandemic.
stance, right? Like,
My stance?
yeah, I go everywhere. I'm the same as you. Like from early on, I was like, I'm just gonna go places anyway.
Yeah.
But then you get those people who are just like, you know, like, oh, you know, my aunt died from COVID, and I feel this weird pressure, like I'm supposed to pretend I care,
Yeah.
but like I really don't. Like I don't know your
But
aunt.
also, did they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, did they?
Yeah.
First off, was it COVID? And are they not on a Caribbean island somewhere and they faked it? And they're alive still, you know, with Tupac. Yeah, exactly. You got exactly where I was going with it.
Yeah.
But
Aunt Janice, Tupac.
yeah, and Janice Tupac.
Yeah.
No, well, my thing is, I was quick because this was the beginning of the whole thing. Like when I was not working for a year, like everything was locked down. My grandmother passed away at the beginning of all of it, and I was like, I wonder.
Corona?
Nah,
Oh.
she was just old,
Oh.
and I was like, I wonder if they're just gonna chalk it up to be like she had corona.
Did they?
I don't know.
You should check.
Yeah,
Yeah, look into that.
they probably did just because they were like, oh, old person died, corona.
Yeah. When did
Let's
she die?
induce more fear. 2 years, dude. I get so messed up with this because it like started.
Was it like 2019?
Yeah, when they like shut the world down.
Yeah, she probably still voted in the 2020 election too.
Yeah, probably, dude. She was out there. Dude.
Yeah.
I like that people talk about that because that's literally the concept of Black Sheep. Have you ever seen Black Sheep with Chris Farley and
Yes.
David Spade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that movie is. And I'm like, it makes sense.
It
They had to
literally
get
is.
the ideas from somewhere.
Yeah.
And they killed Chris Farley. COVID killed Chris Farley.
Fairly confident.
Exactly.
Definitely was not the cocaine.
Or did it? You know? And that's what we got to ask ourselves with everything in life. Or did it? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Sometimes people want to get political now. And I'm like, I just go, or did it?
That's a good response.
Yeah, my go-to when people start talking politics, because I just really don't care. Sometimes I'll say things just to seem like I care, but I don't.
Yeah.
But if someone's like either this side or that side, I just say we need to save those kids. And that's neutral.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
that's good.
Yeah, I
No
know.
one's gonna argue with safe
Exactly.
kids. Yeah.
Because if people are like, Biden's fucking up, I'm like, well, we need to save the kids.
Yeah.
Don't you think? And they're like, you're right.
Then they'll go further on.
But
a
if they're
rant
like,
or
Trump
whatever.
was an asshole, right? And I'm like, well, guess what? Here's the thing. We need to save those kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow. And then I go, or was it? And they're like, what?
Yeah.
And then everyone's just confused. They're like, this guy's blowing my fucking mind right now.
Yeah.
I wanted to believe that for a while, that every celebrity was just drinking children's blood.
They probably.
They
Are.
probably are, yeah.
Didn't they just like seal the Epstein flight logs?
Probably did.
was like-
or did they?
it was
You know
like-
what I mean?
Yeah.
Or did they?
Yeah. Where did they?
Or did they?
Yeah.
No, but the one thing I was just like, you know, it got me in my head. I'm like, can I not watch certain movies anymore? Because I'm a big movie guy.
No.
Yeah.
So you can't watch movies.
Because listen, I'll tell you a movie that has tremendous replay value. Speaking of replay value, I can watch it literally. I can watch it every night and be like, that's a good movie.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I
Ocean's
have-
11.
Oh no, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good. I could watch the whole trilogy.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say Forrest Gump.
No. I'm a believer when people were like Tom Hanks on that list, man. I'm like, I could see it, man.
Yeah.
I could see it. Like, was he that great or was he? You know what I mean? Is he that great or was he? Is what we got to ask ourselves.
Like, if you're measuring in terms of like character,
Yeah.
how many like elite level rich Hollywood public figures do you think are gonna kind of pass the scratch test?
Exactly, dude.
Like none of them.
Yeah. I like to think in my head Brad Pitt's cool.
Probably Keanu Reeves, because the internet tells me he's an angel.
Yeah, he don't care.
Yeah.
He wears like Walmart clothes and just rides the subway.
Yeah, because Keanu Reeves knows. Three
Yeah.
generations.
He is John Wick, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, you watch John Wick?
I love it.
Good, right? You know what a good movie you should watch? You know who Bob Odenkirk is?
No.
Okay. Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Saul.
Oh,
That guy.
oh
You
yeah.
ever watch
Watch
Better Call Saul? Yeah, he's Saul.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's in a movie where he's like John Wick. It's cool.
What's it called?
It's called Nobody.
Oh my God, what was the movie I just watched?
What he like is, I think he's like a government auditor, which is just a fancy way of like, no, that's what you would think, but that's just like what they call it when they're like, you need to tie all this up for all the 3-letter mafias out there of the government.
Yes.
Yeah, so he does them all. FBI, CIA, I'm in all of them. I know. I am an auditor.
NBC, CDC,
Yeah,
CNN,
yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
True. What were you saying?
I was trying to think. There was a movie I watched. It was like an American version of, I think, a Korean film about like guy like wakes up in
Hunger
prison.
Games?
No.
Okay, because that's pretty much like Battle Royale, which I don't know is
They make it
Korean.
seem
I
like
think that's
he-
Japanese,
They
right?
frame him, killing his family. Old Boy?
Maybe.
Is that it?
I don't know. It sounds like a movie. It sounds like a good concept.
It's wild. It's like a revenge movie, but you don't
Yeah.
know that. And it's
Revenge
like,
movies are good.
yeah, he wakes up, he's in this prison cell, and he's kind of a slimy dude, right?
Yeah.
And then they framed him for murdering like his family and all this, and then 20 years later they let him out of the prison cell, and he's on his revenge kick, and like he meets this chick, right? And the chick's with him, and he's like hooking up with the chick and getting his revenge, and then like fast forward end of the movie, like chick's actually his daughter he's been banging.
Is Mel Gibson in it?
No.
No?
Yeah. No.
Because I think he was like in a similar movie where Mel Gibson he was just like, I'm hard as nails.
Oh, the Gringo.
Nah, I think it was another one.
I
I
don't
think,
think he was
or
banging his
Drag Me Across, whatever, the fucking Drag Me Across the Lake, Atticus, Volume 2.
I don't know.
No. Yeah, no, I don't know. I love a good heist movie. That's where it's at for me. Probably why I love the Ocean's movies. Most Guy Ritchie movies are good. Do you know who Guy Ritchie is?
I don't know if at this point in time you could say most are good, but he has some really good ones.
Yeah, which ones do you think weren't good?
Run me down the list.
I'll look up the list.
Yeah, this is fine.
I always wonder if, like, when I do this, and then I have to ultimately be like, or is it, you know? But
Yeah.
when I do this on the podcast, I'm like, do people care? But then I'm like, who's watching this realistically?
Yeah,
Am I just doing this for myself? Is this a Truman Show thing?
it's all a Truman Show thing, Joe.
Dude, true.
Again, 3 generations.
Guy Ritchie. Let's see what he did. I would assume, okay, The Gentleman, which was newer with Matthew McConaughey. It was very good.
Don't even know what it is.
Yeah, Colin Farrell was good in it. Snatch,
Good.
good. See, this isn't giving me a good list because I don't think this is.
There's a bunch of them that you probably haven't seen either.
What?
Yeah, a bunch of movies that you're like, oh, never even saw these. Didn't know he made them.
See, we'll get to his IMDb. I just Googled it.
Shit.
All filmography. What would we go with, director or the writer? I assume he writes and directs. So director, I would just hit director, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Operation Fortune, not out yet. Aladdin 2. Oh, I forgot. He's done some like Disney movies and stuff like that. You just like would not think he did. So the live action Aladdin, I did not watch that.
That movie is amazing.
Is it good?
Yes.
I won't watch live action Disney.
I'm a fan of Will Smith.
Will Smith's cool as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Is he on? Do you think he's on the list, or do you think he's cool?
You never know.
See,
You'll never
that's
know
what I'm
now 'cause
saying.
they sealed it.
They sealed it, dude.
Yeah.
See, I like to think. What do you think? Do you think Brad Pitt? Like your gut. What does it tell you?
Brad Pitt, he's on the list.
He's on the list. Oh man.
Come on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Because I was talking, I think the other day when the dude Cody was on his podcast, and I was like, is Brad Pitt still cool? And I was like, I think he is. But then you got Clooney in that movie too, who just looks a little dead in the eyes.
You know what?
What?
I feel
So
like
you think Clooney's not on the list?
Clooney's good.
Clooney's good, but Brad Pitt's not.
Yeah,
What about Matt Damon? I could see him not.
could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. Ben Affleck's not because he
Definitely
hates
not.
his life.
What it is probably if you're like really good looking, you're on the list.
Yeah, yeah. What about, here's a good one, dude, that you got to think of. What about Adam Sandler? Not really good looking, but what do you think? You know?
Yeah.
Or is he? You know?
Yeah. He's a tough one.
He did Aladdin. He did King Arthur.
Yeah. Are you implying something about Adam Sandler because he's Jewish?
I'm Jewish.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I'm not, but
I know.
Yeah,
You're
you
not.
look shocked when I dropped it. You look more upset, like, wow, and you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Check out this 88 tattoo on my forehead. And I'm like, whoa, dude. He did the Sherlock Holmes movies. He did Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. He made a lot of good movies, Guy Ritchie.
He made a lot of good movies. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say most of his movies.
Yeah, but I like them because they're usually like fucking British people using British slang that fucking American people don't know. And they're like, we put two in the dolly and then we left out here and then we drove down the pike there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fucking right they did. They drove down the pike.
Yeah. Go down the pike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm driving down the
Have
pike.
you been to
but-
England?
No.
I feel like you should go.
No. My parents were just there.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet they'd love you there
Why?
because of your sweet British accent.
You thought that was good, dude?
Perfect.
Wow, dude.
Perfect.
It was more Cockney than British, dude.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
what
just,
the difference is.
I'm
yeah.
just saying things just to go down the pike.
Yeah.
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 No, I don't, I'm not against travel, but I'm also like, I don't like what's the point,
Of travel?
What's the point? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you a traveler? Do you like to travel?
I do like to travel.
Okay.
But again, I'm, I have a kid.
Yeah, I've been very like we went to Mexico one year and we saw like the fucking Aztec pyramids or whatever the fuck they are. And I was just like, it's like art all over again.
Yeah.
You see it and you're like, I get it. Can we go?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did we need to do all this for
Yeah.
that?
And they're like, do you want to hike up one? I'm like, fuck no, dude. I see it. It's there. I can't imagine the top's any different.
What do you do for fun?
I don't know. I watch stuff. I like watching stuff, dude.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's why I like anime, because it's 70,000. Most of them are like 70,000 episodes long.
I'm a fan.
And it goes back to that feeling of once you finish a show. Like, once you finish an anime, then it's like, now what do I do?
Yeah.
Especially one that's like, we'll say, like Dragon Ball Z, which was 700 episodes. Or One Piece. Me and Mark were talking about One Piece today.
I won't start it.
Yeah, you're not interested in it. It's
I
very
am-
good.
I'm interested because it is very good, so I'm told. But it's like 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, well, you like to give me, listen, if I gave you a better point to start at, you might be a little lost, but you would pick up quicker. But that's still like 500 episodes. Would that interest you at all?
It's going to be a problem in my life.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what else are you doing? You know what I mean? Traveling?
Working out, hanging out
Yeah.
with my kid.
Are you traveling
my
though?
job.
Yeah, are you going to fucking the pyramids, dude? And you're like,
I would love to.
yeah.
I can't.
But once you got to the pyramids, would you be like, let's go?
Yeah, I'd try and like jog up that guy.
Oh, I wasn't saying like, let's go, like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah.
Like, what's on TV?
No,
No, you would want to take it all in.
yeah, I like to go places that I've never been.
Okay, that
It's
makes
fun.
sense.
Right?
What about Delaware? Do you like going to Delaware?
I've been to Delaware.
Yeah, you've been there. We all been there.
Yeah, I got
We
to
all been to
Delaware.
Delaware.
Yeah.
Fuck that place, dude.
I blacked out one time. Woke up in Wilmington at literally a random house. No idea how I got there with my nails painted like bright red. It was a weird day.
Sounds pretty, day in the life.
Yeah, like I walked out of this house. I had like a Nokia brick phone. I'm trying to, like,
You are one of my few friends who is a sober guy that we know each other through that I just always constantly forget. I was like, I forget Gil's the sober guy too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I am.
Now you are, dude. You're doing it, dude. Or are you? You know what I mean? And that's what you got to
Who
ask.
knows,
dude.
Yeah.
Because most of our friends, are just like, weed's so sick. And I'm
Cool,
like, weed
like,
is, yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm happy you found weed.
I don't do drugs. I just smoke cocaine. It's fine.
Yeah. I
You know?
wish I could do weed. Do you miss weed?
No.
No.
I think weed's awesome. I don't knock anyone for
Yeah,
smoking
that's
weed.
what I tell people. I tell people all the time, like, weed's so cool, dude.
I didn't do shit. Like I smoked weed and I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And like now I do lots of things all the time.
I think, dude, this is probably why, because a lot of times I think it's my demeanor and how I talk that people think I'm stoned all the time.
Yeah.
And I get why. Because
And
I
you don't do things.
Yeah, and I don't do things because I don't want to.
You don't do things. You're unmotivated.
Yeah.
You got a very lackadaisical demeanor.
Because everything's going to work out, man.
Yeah. Or
You get what I'm saying?
yes.
Or is it,
Yeah, or is it, you know?
Or
You
is
know?
it, dude? And that's what you got to ask yourself. I wonder if this episode is going to hurt people's heads. They'll be like, he's saying, or is it a lot? And then they're just questioning their life and they're like, what's going on? Is he, or is he not? Or is he?
Maybe it'll catch on.
Yeah. Is that my new claim to fame?
Yeah. Or is it?
Yeah.
Is that your next T-shirt?
No.
Oh.
I don't even want to get t-shirts made because it's too much to. You know what it is? I just want to get rid of them. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna mail them out. It's a very I want to go out and hand deliver them if I do it. That's what I did with the last batch.
You hand delivered them.
Yeah, people are like, I want one. I'm like, where you at?
So
It was drugs.
It was your own version of like Swift Miss.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, you get 2, I'll give you 40 instead of 45.
You should film it next time.
Yeah.
Like film their
Like a
reactions
vlog?
when you show up to their door and just like, hey, I brought this shirt here myself.
I know.
See how many of your friends are like, thanks, go home.
So I wish I could use this camera to just like document stuff like that, but it's just a webcam. So I would need to bring the whole thing. And then ultimately the microphone too. And I would just be like walking around with a laptop and this. And I'd be like, you guys remember when I sold you shirts?
You have a literal smartphone in your pocket.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
You
Good
know,
point.
I don't know that it's in your pocket. I assume it is.
It's right there.
Yeah. Well,
It's been there the whole time. Remember Mark called and he was like, you remember Cold Blooded Kingdom? Proud sponsor of the podcast.
that's what I'm saying. You possess
Is it a
smartphone.
zoo? Is it a store? No one knows.
It's definitely not a zoo.
How'd you feel holding the snake? Because they also try to get me. They're like, you want to even look at it? I'm like, no.
It's not a
I'll
snake.
look at them. I don't mind looking at them.
They're cool, I guess. They have patterns.
I get like an instant anxiety when you go to Mark's house and you're in the one reptile room, even when they were in the garage, either room, the reptile room or the garage, because the alligators are in the garage. I just get an instant, like, I'm like, is one of these things out? Because he's constantly, like, once a week, he's like, it got out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, which one? And he's like, which one didn't? I'm like, all right. I'm like, that's not good. These things are going to kill you in your sleep.
There's definitely a missing snake, but that's neither.
There
here
is a
nor
missing snake, a milk snake.
there. Yeah,
Milk
there's a
snake.
missing snake.
Yeah.
Not
there's
at
a
the
missing-
business,
Yeah, no.
but
In the
Mark's
house. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My one boy, he's a comedian, dude, and I talk about this every time the thing. He's like so adamant. He's like, tell your boy to hook me up with the alligator, man.
He good?
Yeah, and I'm like, he's like, I want to like, want to train it to fuck people out. I was like, Chris, I don't think you can train them, and also it will fuck people up, dude. Yeah.
Dude almost killed one of them.
Yeah, I know. We talked
Yeah.
about it on this podcast.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
so
all
you
I
dropped
got,
it
yeah.
on its head, and now
It was
it's
the best.
fucking autistic.
Horrified the children is the best part of it.
Yeah, and they were like,
It's
"No."
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to initially scream it's dead is the move to
Yeah.
do it. If you drop something, I'm just, you know what I mean? You could drop my dog and be like, it's dead, and I would be hysterical. I'd be like, no,
Yeah.
nah. Same dude who wants an alligator fucking drop that dog on his face.
Yeah.
Because after this, we usually take a picture. I know this is inside baseball. I know people are wondering, when do they take the picture with the dog? Is it before or after? It's usually after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me why you don't like snakes.
I don't know. I just don't like them.
Because Kyle yells at me all the time. It accuses me of being brainwashed by the Bible as to why I don't like snakes, right? Because the Bible made snakes evil. But I'm fairly convinced.
That's far too deep. And I'm
Right.
surprised Kyle's even going that deep.
Oh, listen, the
Yeah.
wheels that are turning.
In that head. You
Yeah.
wouldn't think it, dude,
Yeah.
but they're going.
Kyle,
He
yeah.
refuses to do this podcasting. You know that, dude?
Really? It's because he
Yeah.
doesn't like you.
Wow. True, dude. I'm not giving my 77 tattoo. No.
Yeah, that's fine. It's because
Yeah.
like Liz is your favorite band. He doesn't
Yeah,
want you to
I-
ask him all about it.
Huh?
He doesn't want you to ask him about it.
Yeah, no. He tells me about Lifeless when I see him. He's
Yeah.
like, back in the Lifeless days. And I'm like, dude, sick.
But yeah, his accusation.
I'm like, were you in that? And he's like, yeah.
People who don't like snakes are just brainwashed by the Bible. So you think that's why you don't like snakes?
No.
Because society has told you snakes are evil.
No, that just seems like a dumb I just don't. I look at them and I'm like, I don't get it, And it's,
That's what I
And
say.
they-
It's the movement. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like, you don't. Nothing
They're-
else moves that way.
They're creepy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just like big
I don't like-
dangerous worms.
I don't like cats either. Is that like a.
That's ridiculous.
Are you a cat guy?
I am.
You are a cat.
Yeah.
Do you have a cat?
No,
Okay.
I have a
Then-
kid. We've been over this. Yeah.
What? The kid don't want a cat?
No, the kid wants a cat, but like I can only take care of one thing.
What do you think you got to do with a cat?
Yeah,
Cats
I really
take care
don't
of
want to have to
themselves.
take care of anything. So like I'll settle for the kid because she's awesome, but like I don't want any additional things to take care of.
Yeah, I think cats are easy for the most part.
Yeah.
though. But I don't trust them.
I've told you my theory, right? Is dog people. My theory is they struggle with codependence. They want to be needed. They want something that's going to be so excited to see them all the time. Whereas cat people, maybe more secure attachment styles.
Yeah, I feel like my dog is the opposite. Like, he's the codependent one.
Yeah.
And listen, I love him, but like, I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, get out of my face, you're annoying.
Yeah, get him the doggy's hands.
You know what I mean? He has doggy's hands. Not doggy's hands. He has doggy CBD,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's weak.
which sometimes he's just like,
Give him the doggy's hands.
Then
and
he
maybe-
starts moving like a snake. He can do it if he's on his back. He starts to like,
Slither?
yeah, he slithers.
He's magical.
We'll force him to slither.
Yeah.
After this. We'll be like, dude, look at this dog slither. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't snakes or the lizard. What do you don't do the lizards either, right?
Lizards are like snakes with legs.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. And the turtles, I'm like cool with, but I also don't want to touch them.
Yeah. I just don't want to touch animals
Yeah,
in general.
true.
Yeah.
But like a reptile's not something that's like, you want to pet my fucking turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
What are you doing? I don't want to do that. You know, you want to pet my alligator? I'm like, absolutely not. Most people don't want to do that.
Most
Yeah.
people not going to enjoy
Like, you
that.
ever hear of a state called Florida? There's an issue every time with an
There is,
alligator.
right?
Dude. Yeah, it's bad, dude. Yeah, I just don't.
Not
Not
wild.
for me. Yeah. That's what this podcast is about. It's usually about food, or like, do you like lizards or not? Because my boy likes them.
Yeah. I'm not.
Which is weird that I like him always. Like, do you like him? Because I don't, you know?
Yeah.
But he loves them.
Yeah.
So much so that he's.
What are other things that people like that you don't?
I'm trying to think. It's a good question. I don't know.
That's a terrible answer.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can't think of one on the spot like that. You know what I mean?
You know,
What are things you like that people don't like?
those things that other people like that I don't?
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, okay. That's respectable.
Yeah.
I feel Forrest Gump is, I won't say I don't like it, but it's like a once, you watch it once and you get it, and it's great, but who cares?
Shawshank Redemption.
You didn't like it?
No.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah.
Not that interesting.
See, so in the beginning, yet again, back to watching stuff, we literally watched everything.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't working, they don't work to begin with. So we would watch everything. I introduced them to the MCU. They never really seen any of it. Banged it all out.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. You MCU guy? Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I've seen them. They're entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But the one day my mom's like, you want to do Green Mile? And I was like, nah, that's like a movie you watch once because it's sad. It's depressing, you know what I mean?
It is a sad movie.
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks on the list. Can't watch the Green Mile.
Yeah, you can't watch Tom Hanks anymore, dude.
Yeah.
I'm good if they remove all of Tom Hanks's movies. I'm good. There's not one that I think I would be like, I miss it.
What was that one movie?
Toy,
Duplex, though?
could you go without Toy Story? You have a kid, see?
Toy Story's not even relevant anymore.
Yeah, true. But they keep making them, so it is. So yeah, it
Keeps
is.
bringing in money, yeah.
Yeah, it keeps bringing in money.
Yeah.
They should do that with like cool movies. I don't care if they're beating a dead horse.
Yes, remake it.
Make more Oceans movies.
So you don't want to have a kid. What's the next move in life for you, Joe?
Oh, I don't know, dude.
I feel like you should have a kid. You
It's just all gonna work out, or is it?
Work out.
You know?
Or is it?
Or is it?
Is it working out?
Yeah, I think so for the most part. Do you not think it's working out? I don't know. Do you not think it's working out? Listen, you want to hear mind fucks? I know you're a therapist guy, dude.
Yeah.
My counselor in rehab would have mind fucked you, dude, because we would sit in our small group and he's like, "You're in a room. There's a puddle of water. Your mother's dead on the floor. Why?" And I'm just like, "What, dude?
Yeah.
Do you do shit like that to people?" And they're like, "What the fuck?"
No.
Yeah.
But when you're in rehab and someone poses you that riddle, the answer is obviously a heroin overdose.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
She's dead. Why? Heroin overdose. What do you mean?
Killed all my boys, dude.
Why else would me and mom be in the same room? Come on now.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. But he would hit us with stuff like that. He'd be like, "There's an egg on top of a furnace, on top of a tree.
Yeah.
Why?
That's weird.
You put the egg there." And I'm like, "I put the egg there. What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Do you like that one? I just made that one up on the spot. And,
Egg on the tree.
I saw your fucking wheels. You were like slithering. You were like,
just
"What
let
is
you-
this? Am I a
just let you
snake
go.
now?"
Yeah.
All right, man.
You're not the Riddler.
You a Batman guy? Okay. Well, me neither.
Batman's
I'm
like
DC
an
guy.
inferior superhero, right?
Yeah.
He's a rich, crazy person.
I'd like to think so. People are fucking. That's one thing that people love that I'm just. I wouldn't even say I hate it, but I'm just like, Batman's a little overrated, don't you think?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people fucking love Batman.
It's probably an
I don't mind Batman, but I don't love it to the extent people love fucking Batman.
Yeah.
If anything, Iron Man's kind of better. Same concept.
Yeah. I mean, just rich, crazy person.
Yeah, but Iron Man was like, "Hey, listen, you're gonna learn all this stuff. I will just put literally a nuclear bomb in my chest."
So you got crazy, super smart rich person, or like, traumatized, watch my parents get murdered rich person.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
Not fond of rich people.
yeah. I think we should tax the 1%, or should we?
Yeah.
Or should
You
we?
just kill them.
Or is it? You know what I mean? And that's what you gotta ask yourselves, dude. We're at the end, buddy. We did it. We got through it.
Call it a victory.
Did this hour go by as quick as you wanted it to, or did it drag
By
on?
quick for me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. On that note, we'll end it. Any closing remarks?